J. Renukamata. This is about the true story of the true creator behind a $1 billion crown, which was kept in a museum. And museum here, this is about uh, centuries centuries ago. This is about centuries ago, 1247 AD, and the kingdom of Eldoria. 1247 AD, centuries ago. There was a kingdom. It was not only great from inside, even the outside of the kingdom also. It appears like a king, and some king and queen was ruling the outside one more kingdom. It looks like a one more kingdom was ruling by some other king and queen. So this greatness was relates to the this kingdom, this king who was ruling the inside the kingdom. So the greatness of this which is outside appears is because of the this virtual king who was ruling, and that king was so powerful that any other king even tried to whisper his name also. They were very scary to take his name, because that king was builded that kingdom, that kingdom by his own hands, and he was a creator, and he was a ruler, and he was a very strengthened and powerful king. And he that kingdom was not only treasury, it was branded with crystals, emeralds and crystals, very powerful, and mm, gemstones, very powerful gemstones. And and the edge and the border of the kingdom was very scary, because of the army people, because of the army. They were very strong. If somebody thinking about this kingdom was not only won so many wars, even if somebody think about the war also, these army people will crumble them before they get that idea, before they get the idea. So that much powerful this kingdom was. One day the king was taking rest in his chamber. He was just looking at his crown. It was so simple and metallic crown. So he got an idea to get a crown which is that no one has ever seen. So in that idea was whole night he didn't sleep because of that idea to establish that idea. So next day he he announced the all uh, all all goldsmiths goldsmiths to come on his chamber to discuss about the this crown. So everywhere this mm, sculptures, gold sculptures came all around the world, and they were very great sculptures, and they were very great sculptures because they already very experienced hands there. And from every corner of the world they came. Someone came from to travel weeks. Somebody came from to travel weeks. So that much for long sculptures has assembled here one day. So everyone was waiting for the king's order. The king started describing about his crown, that crown, and everyone was shocked, and they were started listening. But when the king started describing about the crown step by step, everyone was become dull and nervous because of his description. It was it was it was so rare and unimaginable. So the king was saying that dream about the crown before you see it. That was a king's idea. So before you see, just dream about it and explain about the crown. So nobody was ready, and one of them came, and they replied to the king that Your Majesty, it is not possible because it's a very rare thing. We cannot do it do that because of it is not it is not the king is not asking for the more gold or more any kind of gemstones, but it should like a very rare crown. Very rare crown. It should have some speciality that no one has ever seen before this crown. That was king's choice. So nobody was everyone was silent at the moment. One young man was raised his hand, and he said, I am ready to accept this idea. I am ready. So king was just he was studying that sculpture man, and he said that how long you take to finish this crown. He said 2 years. So everyone started. 2 full years is very too foolish thing. 2 full years is a too foolish thing. They were discussing about some kind of discussion was held on that moment. So king was didn't objected any discussion about this, and he said he agreed for the contract for 2 years. Then that man disappeared, and the topic was for the time it was that moment it was closed, and everyone forgot about that this man was started uh, inside started making the crown. And whenever the gathering outside happens, these goldsmiths and everyone gathers, and some kind of teasing this person about the crown. Some kind of teasing was there used to held at that moment. So this was continued for the 2 years, and the moment at the end of the moment after 2 years, the crown was ready. And he started. He came to the kingdom. And everyone was staring at the crown. It was covered with the cloth, and queen was just staring, and king was staring at that crown, and everyone was very curious and eager to see the crown. Then slowly he removed the cloth, and everyone became silent, very silent. For some time there were no voice come out of their mouths, and immediately they one word they just came out all the house. That's so precious. So the crown was just it's like a world was inside the crown. Every corner, every edge, and every curve was filled with meaningful shapes, and it was longing for life. And the at the top of the crown was one diamond was there, and which was a very rarest diamond, and it was so precious, and so no one has ever seen that kind of design and that kind of diamond. So the king was felt very happy. He just came and saw that crown, and he just put on his head, and everyone was happy, and they just gathered, and they got the party, and celebration was happened for celebrated start. They all started celebrating this crown. But nobody has think that this crown was not only bring the happiness, but also it was the main cause for the destroying of the kingdom, because the crown news was spread all over the other countries, or other countries about this crown speciality, about the speciality of crown. So everybody was jealous. They got jealous, and they were planning to steal the um, crown. And after in the beginning, there some and the waves of wars has started beginning. In the beginning, this king was fighted. He won. Second time also he won. Third time also a lot of bleeding, and he also won. But continuously, non-stop, one by one, everyone started capturing the fighting, and started war in the with this kingdom. So in this kingdom, the king was fed up and tired, and one day one of them was taken. Taken this crown, and they left the kingdom. This crown was taken. The king who was taken, the king was not only the crown stayed continuously on that kingdom. It was keep on. It was destroying the kingdom where it was. It is not settled where it has been. So it has been. So it changing it. The hands was keep on changing the throne, that crown, and finally even it has it has when traded also. It has one certain period it also went to the traded, and finally it was in a museum, but it was in the museum with a price tag of $1 billion, but there was no name of the creator king, and year no year was mentioned on the tag. And here the surprise and the sad thing is that every king who was taken this crown, that king was erased the past creator, and he was written his name on the crown. But everyone's subconscious mind was they know that it was not related to their own creativity, and it is not their crown, it is somebody's crown. It was so everybody subconscious mind was they know completely that it was not their creation, and it was not their crown, original crown. So in this way, that crown was changed so many hands and traded, and it was finally settled in the museum without the name and the creator of the original creator of the kingdom, who was built the kingdom, and the creator of the original crown. And it was from 1247 AD, kingdom of the ELDORIA. And the princess who was a king wife, king princess was a same shaman woman who was the king's wife, shaman woman, who was the reincarnation of the queen. She is a queen, and the reincarnations after the queen was so many lives, which I have explained you, as a one boy, and one old age shaman woman, and yesterday yet one more about a young girl. This was the fourth story which I am explaining, and another two stories of shaman life reincarnation of lives are there. This is the background of the crown. Thank you.